Hello yogis, hello friends, and welcome to this daily yoga flow for full body stretch. If you have any props, might as well have them nearby, but other than that, when you are ready, then why don't you join me? Okay yogi, let's start today's class in any seat of your choice at the center of the mat, and just clasp your hands together, rolling through your wrists, just warming up through your wrists and your hands. Now maybe release the clasp and shake your hands. And now rolling our shoulders in one direction. And now in the other direction. Now let's stretch through our shoulders a little bit more. So extend your right arm up in the air, bend through your right elbow, and with your left arm, maybe encourage the stretch a little bit more. Release the pose, and let's do the same thing on the other side. So extend your left arm up in the air, bend through your left elbow, and with your right arm, encourage the stretch a little bit more gently. Don't push too hard. Keep your spine straight. Good. Release the stretch, and let's come into our tabletop pose. So for this tabletop, as I have very sensitive knees, I'm gonna use these knee paddings. If you have the same thing, you can use it as well, or just place a blanket underneath your knees. So coming into a tabletop, hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and let's just start with a couple of rounds of cat and cows to warm up through our spine. So as you inhale, drop your belly, open through your chest, looking up, and as you exhale, round and contract. On your inhale, dropping through your belly, extending your chest, and as you exhale, round and contract. Now continue this movement on your own, following the rhythm of your breath. And when you start to feel a little bit more open, maybe you can include some new movements into this flow. So as you breathe out, you can even send your hips back, coming into your child's pose. And as you inhale, coming back to a tabletop, and maybe even coming into your cobra pose. One last round. Inhale and exhale, taking maybe even your cobra pose and coming back into your neutral tabletop pose. Great job, everyone. From here, extend your right leg and place your right foot down onto the mat and rock your body backwards and forwards, stretching through your right ankle. Now from here, lift your right leg up in the air and let's try to come to the balancing tabletop. So extending through your left arm and holding the pose for a couple of breaths. Now from here, place the left hand back onto the mat, keeping your right leg up in the air just as it is. And let's come into a thread the needle with the balancing leg up in the air. So you want to thread your left arm under your right one, placing your left shoulder and your left ear down onto the mat. If this is too challenging, you can always place your right knee back down onto the mat. And coming back out of your thread the needle and placing your right knee back down onto the mat, coming into your neutral tabletop pose. Nicely done, everyone. Now let's do the same thing on the other side, starting with the ankle stretch. So you just want to extend your left leg back, placing your left foot down onto the ground and rock backwards and forwards, stretching through your ankle. And let's come now into our balancing tabletop. So lift your left leg up in the air, engage through your belly and extend your right arm this time, coming into your balancing tabletop. Couple of breaths here. Stay focused. Great job. Place your right hand back down onto the mat. And if you want, keep your left leg extended, coming into thread the needle on the right, placing your right shoulder and your right ear onto the mat. If this is too much, you can always lower your left knee back down onto the mat, taking your classical thread the needle pose. Great job, everyone. Place your left knee back down onto the mat. Push into your left hand to bring yourself back into your neutral tabletop pose. Now from here, we're going to come into down dog. So I'm just going to remove these knee paddings. I don't need them anymore. So placing your hands a little bit over your shoulders, tucking your toes, lifting your knees and your hips back and up, 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 coming into your down dog. Reach through your arms, stretch through your spine, relax your neck. Your knees don't have to be perfectly straight. Your feet or your heels don't have to be touching the ground. Just focus on your back stretch here. And from your down dog, take as many steps as you need to come to the top of your mat. And just taking a forward bend. So allow your upper body to fold over your legs. Grab a hold of opposite elbows with your hands and just sway side to side, keeping your knees lightly bent. Relax through your neck. Now place your hands back down onto the mat and bring your heels in, toes out, and gently start to bend through your knees, coming into Malasana, your yogi squat. Now your knees don't have to be perfectly bent. Your heels again don't have to really touch the ground. You can always place a blanket underneath your heels to make it a little bit easier. But if the balance is there, come into your prayer pose with your hands and try to keep your spine as straight as possible. If you're holding your prayer pose with your hands, place your hands back down onto the mat and lift your hips up, coming back into your forward fold. Placing both of your hands onto the mat and coming back into your down dog. Second time in this pose, you maybe feel a little bit more open. Your heels are maybe a little bit closer to the mat. Stretch it all out. And again, taking as many little steps as you need to come to the front of your mat. Revisiting your forward fold. So again, maybe even hold to the opposite elbows with your hands and sway side to side. And coming again into our yogi squat, place your hands onto the mat, heels in, toes out, and gently start to bend through your knee, maybe going a little bit deeper this time. Taking a prayer pose with your hands if the balance is there. There's also option for you to twist from this pose, so reaching your left hand to the mat and reaching your right hand up in the air, twisting to the right. Come back to center and switching sides. So place your right hand onto the mat this time and reach your left arm up in the air, twisting to the left. Coming back to center, placing both of your hands back onto the floor and lift through your hips, coming back to your forward fold, placing both of the hands on the mat and step back into your down dog. From your down dog, reach your right leg up in the air, bend through your knee and open up your right hip. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, sway your leg in front of you, placing your right knee underneath your right hand and your right foot underneath your left hand, coming into your pigeon pose. Now from this pigeon pose, let's keep it an active one. So keep your spine straight. Enjoying this proud pigeon, keeping your breath steady and long. Great job, everyone. Tuck your left toes and come back into your down dog. Move through your down dog, sway your hips side to side. And when you are ready, reach your left leg up in the air, bend through your left knee and open up your left hip. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, sway your left leg, placing your left knee behind your left hand and your left foot behind your right hand, coming into your proud pigeon on your left. Keeping your spine straight. Very good job. Now from here, just sit onto your hips and sway your legs in front of you. And lay all the way down onto your back. Let's gently finish this practice with reclined stretch. So bringing both of your knees to your chest And now just allow both of your knees to drop to the right, coming into reclined twist. Bring your knees back to the center and allow them to drop to the left. Coming back to the center, and from here extend both of your legs, your arms, coming into your sweet shavasana. We'll stay in this corpse pose for a couple of minutes. I will pull you back when it's time. Deepen your breath and gently move through your fingers and your toes, your ankles and your wrists. Maybe sway your hips side to side and roll to one side, pushing into your hands to lift yourself back up. Taking any seat of your choice at the middle of the mat. Keeping your eyes closed. Placing your hands on your knees. And let's take 3 breaths together, being very mindfully and following the breath from the beginning to the end. Let's go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last time on your own. Gently blinking your eyes open. Prayer hands. Namaste. Sweet, sweet friends. Thank you, yogis, so much for sharing your practice with me. I really hope you have enjoyed this one, and I really hope we are going to practice again pretty soon. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye!